T to the V to the L to the I to the N to the E, TVLine.
Welcome back to another edition of Reality Check, your weekly deep dive into all things American Idol. I'm Michael Slezak from TVLine.com, and as you can see, I've already been put in the naughty corner by my co-host, American Idol Season 6 standout, Melinda Doolittle.
Yep.
It's not really the naughty corner. We're having some internet issues. I'm having to shoot in a hallway. It's a full-fledged situation. Melinda, I'm okay with you, right?
You in the naughty corner, honey.
Why am I in the naughty corner? I haven't even said anything about this week.
Oh, but I read your recaps.
Can we start with something we agree on, though? I don't think we're ready for this jelly.
I don't think you can handle this.
That is truly the best opening to a song ever. I don't think they can handle this. Sorry, you just got a glimpse of me alone in the apartment.
My name is Angelica Joseph, but everybody here calls me Jelly.
She was like my really close number 2 to my number 1. I loved the breath of fresh air that she was just when she walked in the room. I mean, she didn't even have to open her mouth yet.
I would have loved to hear Nina Garcia and Michael Kors discuss her skirt.
That and the hair.
You dress for success.
I love your hair.
Thank you. Pretty much I was like, Jelly, if you can't sing, I'm going to be mad at you at this point.
The scars of the old love, they leave me breathless.
I was in New Orleans earlier this month for vacation, and we went to Morton's Steakhouse for a dinner, and I had like a New York strip with a truffled butter sauce, which was totally unnecessary, but I got it anyway. It was that rich. The voice was just like, there's a fire.
We could have had it all.
And she played with the melody in a way that took it somewhere else, but didn't take it into another area code.
Once you know the melody, you can be respectful to it and still add your own vibe to it. And I think that she did that so well.
You played it to the beat.
Okay, so Jelly is my number 1 this week. Who's before Jelly?
Erica? I looked on your list. She was number 6. Listen, Erica is a beast. She sang Halo, and the girl had control over her voice. She went from really heavy to really light.
So you heard control. That's interesting to me because I thought that light, airy parts of her voice were flawless.
Baby, I can see your halo.
But I thought when she pushed for the big sort of deeper sound, I just felt like she was always veering off the edge of the note.
Everywhere we look now, I'm surrounded by your embrace.
I did not hear control.
You mean pitch-wise?
Yeah.
Her pitch was fabulous. First of all, that's almost an impossible song to sing. Beyonce herself has a hard time doing that one live. Now, listen, you know I love Queen Bey, but it's got a lot of range to it, is all I'll say about that. But to me, Erica, yes, she had a lot of strength on those really strong parts. And yes, she would like bear down on it, but she did it in tune.
I'm gonna give this one to you because I think your sense of pitch is, I mean, people are laughing. They're like, yes, complete the sentence and eat your humble pie. Maybe I had one Sauv Blanc too many. It was the end of the episode, but I don't know. When you said bear down, that's kind of how I felt. I just felt like it took it to a place that I didn't love it. But we'll see. We'll see what she does in Hollywood Weekend. Maybe I will eat my words.
Oh, you're gonna eat your words with a little jelly on it.
All right, well, my number 2 for the week would have to be Adam, Carlos Santana's nephew. I loved that These Shoes song. I loved that it was cynical and yet optimistic. Now I sound like I'm singing an Alanis Morissette song. I'm cynical, but I'm optimistic.
As Cara Diaguardi would say, I loved his artistry.
No need to hold me down. I'm already on the ground.
I wasn't the hugest fan of his tone at all times, but the sincerity of it, the way that he worked with that song, the way he played, like all of it coming together, to me, it created a great exhibition of his artistry, and I'm very impressed by that, and I want to hear more.
I realized I don't fit inside these shoes.
My number 3 for the week, Mikey. Again, somebody who came in with his own song, and yeah, I think I was probably swayed a little bit by the fact that I really liked his original track, My Demise, but it was a damn good song, and he has this strange tone to his voice that's not quite like anyone I've ever heard before. It was this sort of lilty, higher pitched than I expected. This is not sounding good, but I'm meaning it in the most positive way possible.
I don't even really know who that is. Who is Mikey?
They did throw a lot of Thank you for your honesty. He's the LSU student who went to Harry's high school?
What was your grade point average at Jesuit?
2.8.
Oh, and what were you saying about his tone again?
She makes the stars light up the sky.
We have differing opinions on this also. I heard a little Kermit the Frog, and you heard lilting. So I don't know. We were watching a completely different show, apparently.
I feel my own heart break. She cries.
I need you to move it forward and out. That's what I'm looking for. Not that I mean, he's cute and all that's great. Yay, Harry's high school, woohoo.
She gives the songbirds a reason to fly.
I wanted him to get that tone out of his throat.
This is why you need to be a mentor on Idol. For serious real. Push it forward and out. Could be like an American Idol catchphrase.
It would be helpful is all. Like it would help him. Because I want to like, what's his name, Mikey? I want to like Mikey.
If you're not going to give my guy props, which I think he was quite good, who's your number 3?
I'm going to give it to Shannon on House of the Rising Sun. I see your face.
Hold it now. Shouty McShouterson? She did yell that like a mother of 7 whose kids are out in the yard playing like, there is a house in New York, like get in for dinner.
Under the right guidance, that voice is about to blow up.
Even the best car cannot be driven at 100 miles an hour all the time.
All they have to say is put on the brakes. That's it. That's the thing about her is that she's young enough and she's raw enough to just be told, hey, calm it down here, and she will do it. For me, American Idol used to be that show that would kind of shape you and get you out there. That's what I see in her, which is what excites me the most, is that original purpose of Idol in the first place. Now we expect people to be all polished and have it all the way together. I don't expect that, but if you've got like all the talent in the world wrapped up in one tight ball and you just need somebody to tell you when to throw it and when to hold on to it, then come on, you get to be on the show.
I will revoke my Slezak veto on her, which is now going to be a thing.
You had a veto on her?
If there gets to be a Melinda veto, I think there gets to be a Slezak veto as well.
You veto everybody all the time. Mine is special.
Speaking of which, who's getting your veto this week?
I think I'm going to have to give my veto to Zachary. Is that his name? The guy that had like the manufactured twang?
I want to sing Don't Close Your Eyes by Keith Whitley.
Let's just call him manufactured twang.
A long time ago.
When they told him to fix it, it was like the schizophrenic version.
Don't feel like going home, so I'm gonna sit right here.
Although I found it really funny that Harry Connick Jr. was saying, you can't have one accent when you sing and another accent when you talk, like 2 seats down from Keith Urban.
If you don't talk with a country accent, don't sing with a country accent.
That could have been the end of the bromance.
Sorry, Keith,
I hear you.
I'm revoking the ticket from the high school cheer squad, spirit team, squealing, cartwheeling situation. The voice just wasn't there.
And now you're doing them with her. Remember all the things you and I did first. Got me like this.
It wasn't, and pretty high kick, sweetheart. But that does not, to me, a contestant make.
Let's talk about Sarah Quintana, because I think a lot of people were upset that she didn't get the golden ticket. I could have gone either way. I would have given her the golden ticket. I could understand why maybe they wanted more oomph and more fire.
I'm just not so sure Idol is the way you should be going.
But I think the problem was we saw at least 7 or 8 other people this week who were significantly less talented than her go through to Hollywood.
I went down to St. James Infirmary.
Ridiculous.
And so then it raises the question, what's different about Sarah that she didn't make it to Hollywood?
Sarah's 28.
The same girl at 25 comes in here,
There may be a
had the
little beaten
success, is a little beaten down.
Youth trumps experience. And in music and in vocals, that's not often the case.
When Harry Connick Jr. told that one little boy, he was like, I'd love to see you in the ring with Mike Tyson. And I was like, if you don't have the right experience, Mike Tyson will kill you. This is not a good thing.
I kind of would like to see what he do in the ring with Mike Tyson.
He will bite your ear off. You don't need to be in that ring yet.
The thunder rolls and the lightning strikes.
So Melinda, you raised the idea when we were talking about Shannon about with the right coaching or with the right advice. And we know we've got a new mentor coming in this season with Scott Borchetta. Bruschetta?
Uncle SB.
Uncle SB. That's a better way to put it. What is your hope for him as a mentor?
I mean, okay. Let's just be real. At this point, I just need him to listen and possibly give actionable critique. I don't know. While I'm glad he's there, I'm more happy that he's there for after the show than I am during, because I don't know what he will offer during. But to me, like the last couple of mentors we've had haven't offered the most, the best.
The bar is literally so low that it's actually a ditch. That's all I'm trying to say. Like, it's not going to take much. And I'm ever the optimist about Idol, so I have this vision of Scott Borchetta moving in with the contestants and spending every waking minute with them and, like, waking Jelly up at 4 a.m. and being like, I had the best idea for an out-of-the-box song. Let's scrap that Whitney Houston, I Have Nothing, and switch it up and do this. We'll take it right back into the studio. We're going to get it done. Like, that's my dream. And I know that dream was made to be crushed and put in a back alley dumpster. I get it. But working with song selection, working with arrangement, I mean, it shouldn't, the boat should not be so far down the river by the time he arrives at the dock that he can't even see it.
Yes, they come in at the last minute. I think that's the best way to describe it that I've ever heard. They come in so late that there's no way you can steer the boat any other direction. Like,
right.
This is where it's going, and there's no choice. So you just have to work with what you've got. And if somebody got to them early, then maybe there'd be a better chance of them having a great show.
Sometimes the boat is already down in the reef. like it's now a habitat for small fish and sea life. Nobody wants that.